What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another Skate Hacks video. Quick announcement, subscribe to my new Skate Hacks channel. Nothing's going to change. It's just from now on, every time I upload a Skate Hacks here, I'm also going to upload it to the new Skate Hacks channel, and I'm in the process of uploading all my old Skate Hacks to that channel as well. Just want to create like an encyclopedia type of channel as far as Skate Hacks go. So go ahead and subscribe to that channel if you like. So, on to today's trick tips. We're not going to go over a specific trick. We're just going to give some tips on how to skate handrails, how to skate your first handrails. Handrails can be pretty exciting. They can be scary as well. So, just to go over a few tips. First tip on handrails. A lot of people are intimidated because they think it's going to be really hard to get onto a handrail because it's tall. But you'll notice this trend with most handrails. Now, there's different types of handrails, but when I think of handrails, I think about just the typical, 8-stair, 10-stair handrail, whatever. And so these rails that just go down stair sets, people, they're scared of them because they look too high, they look like they're too high to get onto, when in fact this is most of the time just an illusion. Now there are handrails out there that are high, that are, hard to get onto, but most handrails, from what I've experienced, it's just this illusion. So you can see someone standing at the top of a handrail, and it may come up to their waist, but that doesn't mean that you're going to skate the handrail. You're going to have to ollie as high as your waist. Obviously that's not what's going to happen. You gap out to the handrail. So when you gap out, you're ollieing onto the rail at a point where it's much lower than what it appears. So if you were to apply a straight line from where you're standing at to the point which you ollie onto the rail, you'll realize it's a much lower point than what it appears to be. So this is just an illusion that might scare you when you first skate handrails, but it's nothing to really worry about. Just sort of map out where you think you're going to land on the rail. You can go faster, slower, it really just depends, but you're not going to be ollieing at the very top, unless you're like Daryl Angel or Tori Pudwell, etc. So overall, you just want to make sure that you're not ollieing at the very top. That's not the case. You're going to be gapping out a little bit, and that should get rid of some of the fear. Tip number 2, this is something very important when you skate handrails. From my experience, from what I've experienced with skating handrails in the street, a lot of them are very, very steep. Now, not all handrails are steep. Skate park handrails are built for skating, so they're probably going to be more mellow, a lot easier to skate. But when you hit the streets, handrails are most likely going to be steep. They're going to be pretty steep. Some of them can be super steep and just hard to skate in general. Some of them, moderately steep. But the overall tip here is to lean forward. You don't want to lean back too much. In my opinion, I would rather fall forward and know where I'm falling and be able to catch myself, etc., versus slipping back and possibly hitting my head or breaking a wrist because of my not being able to catch myself fast enough, or landing awkwardly on an ankle, or doing a Michael Jackson like this guy. You don't want to get turned into a meme, okay? So the best way to approach a handrail, in my opinion, is to lean more forward. This just makes sense because the handrail is going to be going down. You want to be, have your weight leveled out. You don't want to slip back. Number 3, one of the most intimidating things about a handrail is you have to ollie at a certain point. You have to ollie before the stairs. So it gets, kind of scary to skate a handrail when you have to clear the whole stair set or whatever, or make sure that you get down the stairs. In my opinion, if you're scared of the handrail, you're scared of being on the handrail, grinding too much of the handrail because you're not confident enough, I would say you can go faster so you don't have to risk racking yourself as much. So you want to also practice popping at the right time, since there's that definite point where you need to pop and commit to get onto the rail. So to practice popping at the right time, you could probably set up a flat bar and put something on the ground, put like a marker, or put just draw a line into the ground, or put the flat bar on a crack so where you're going to pop before that crack, or put something like, let's say, a broomstick on the ground so you have to pop at a certain point if you don't want to get caught on the broomstick. That can help you pop at the right time to practice getting over that fear. So overall, those are my 3 tips for skating handrails. Don't worry about the height as much, and sort of plan out what point you're going to ollie onto the rail. If you go faster, the rail is going to be lower to ollie onto. If you go slower, you're probably going to have to ollie a little bit higher to get on at a higher point. Just adjust it from there. Tip number 2, lean forward with the handrail. It's better to lean forward than to lean back for sure. And tip number 3, practice ollieing at the right time, because you're going to have to commit to that ollie. There's a certain point where you have to pop to get over the stair set, so practice that by using cracks or by laying things on the ground. So those are my tips on how to skate handrails. Comment down below for any of your future suggestions for skate hacks. Thank you guys for watching as always, and I'll see you next time.